If you ever needed proof that Prince Harry's priorities are completely upside down, this might be it. Because when a royal scandal exploded, one that directly involved his cancer-stricken father and sister-in-law, Harry said nothing. Absolute silence. Not a single word when his own friend, Omid Scobie, pointed fingers at King Charles and Princess Catherine, painting them as racists in front of the entire world. But then, a new book drops, and suddenly, there's a rumor that Harry punched Prince Andrew in the face, giving him a bloody nose. Within hours, Harry's team rushes to People magazine with a bold, clean-cut denial. No hesitation. No gray area. Just a flat-out, that never happened. And that's when the questions start. Why that story? Why now? Why defend yourself with fire and fury, but say absolutely nothing when your father, battling cancer, is dragged through the mud? Was it ego? Was it guilt? Or was it something even darker? Because that denial didn't just cover the alleged punch. It also shut down accusations that Andrew made disgusting, degrading comments about Meghan. So if those things weren't true, why did Meghan's team go into PR overdrive just days later? Beach photos, wine launches, carefully staged family images. And yes, even Meghan's feet took center stage in the middle of a scandal. But wait until you hear what came next, because this story spirals into royal silence, Hollywood rejection, and a major power shift behind palace walls. And by the end of this video, one thing becomes painfully clear. The Sussex brand is unraveling faster than anyone expected. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Harry is protecting Meghan at all costs? Or is he just torching every relationship he has left? Is this damage control or the final meltdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'll be reading, because once you see what's happening behind the scenes, it all starts to make sense. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The book that lit the match, written by respected royal biographer Andrew Loney, not some tabloid clickbait writer, and the claim that back in 2013, Prince Harry got into a heated argument with his uncle Prince Andrew, and things turned physical. One punch, a bloody nose, total chaos at a private royal gathering. Now here's where it gets weird. Harry didn't wait days or weeks. He responded immediately through his spokesperson with a clear denial. That never happened. Not just the punch, but also the claim that Andrew made nasty personal comments about Meghan. No stuttering. No room for misinterpretation. Just a flat-out no. Which begs the question, why this rumor? Why this moment? Because when Scobie dropped that royal racism bombshell, Harry stayed silent. When the palace burned, he watched it happen. But suddenly, when his image is on the line, now it's a crisis. But that wasn't the only thing the book exposed. And the next part might be even worse. Wait until you hear what Prince Andrew allegedly said about Meghan, because if true, it could destroy the last thread of credibility Harry has left. According to the book, right after the fight, Prince Andrew went on a rant. He allegedly called Meghan an opportunist, said she was too old for Harry, and claimed their marriage wouldn't last a month. Brutal stuff. And that might explain Harry's sudden rush to deny everything, because if people believe that, it feeds the one narrative Harry's been trying to bury for years, that everyone warned him about Meghan, and he ignored them all. Friends, family, even royals. And what happened next? Meghan's team launched into full PR mode, and it looked desperate. Harry says the punch never happened. But let's be real. This isn't a guy with a clean record. In his own memoir, Spare, he admitted to physically fighting Prince William. He even talked about lashing out at his own security team. So yeah, throwing a punch at Andrew? It doesn't sound that far-fetched. And here's the kicker. Prince Andrew hasn't denied it. Not a word. Not even a lazy "that's ridiculous." So why the silence? You'd think a man desperate to salvage his image would jump at the chance to clear his name. But just wait, because things behind palace doors were about to get even. While Harry rushed to deny the scandal, and Andrew stayed weirdly quiet, another royal was quietly reaching his limit. Prince William. Behind the scenes, William's patience with both Harry and Andrew has worn dangerously thin. Insiders say William's been pushing to kick Andrew out of Royal Lodge for years. That massive estate near Windsor, Andrew refuses to leave. He's clinging to it like it's his last shred of royal power, even after everything. But William's done playing nice. He reportedly calls Andrew some unflattering names behind closed doors and is just waiting for the throne to be his, so he can boot Andrew and Sarah Ferguson out for good. And when it comes to Harry, it's not much better. Sources say the brothers barely speak, and when they do, it's cold, formal. William sees Harry as reckless, emotional, and totally blind when it comes to Meghan. And honestly, can you blame him? From the Oprah interview to that ghost-written memoir where Harry called William a bully, the attacks haven't stopped. All while Harry claims he wants peace. But it's what Meghan did next that made everything worse, and made the PR spin painfully obvious. Right after the fight, rumors exploded. Meghan's team made their move. Suddenly, beachside photos of Harry, Meghan, and little Archie start popping up online, smiling, laughing, living their best life. Too perfect, too well-timed. The captions, full of sugary lines like riding high on life and enjoying the Cali sun while the Yucca rains roll in. Come on, that doesn't just happen. It was staged. Everyone could see it. And the weirdest part, the focus wasn't even on the family. It was on Meghan's feet. Yes, her feet became the center of attention. While Harry's being accused of punching his uncle, the Sussex response is, "Look at our toes in the sand." You can't make this up. But it didn't stop there, because right in the middle of the chaos, Meghan started pushing her new wine brand, a wine drop, beach photos, barefoot PR fluff, all while the internet was asking, did Harry really punch Andrew? And why won't Andrew deny it? It was a PR disaster. And behind the scenes, it was about to get even uglier. While Meghan was staging beach photos and wine launches, the real damage was happening behind closed doors. Rumors started flying that William Morris Endeavor, her powerful talent agency, was ready to drop her. And not just the junior reps. We're talking Ari Emanuel himself, one of the biggest agents in Hollywood, the guy who only bets on winners. At first, he had high hopes for Meghan. She was supposed to be Hollywood royalty. But insiders say he quickly got frustrated. Too many demands, zero follow-through, and a toxic energy that made everything harder. She wanted full control, but didn't want to listen to the people who actually knew what they were doing. When things didn't go her way, she blamed everyone else. And that pattern, it's everywhere. Blame the palace, blame the media, blame the industry, but never, ever take accountability. Now even the people who once bent over backwards to work with her are backing away, quietly, carefully, trying not to get dragged down too. And as Meghan's brand crumbles, Harry's situation isn't looking any better. While Meghan's losing her grip on Hollywood, Harry's struggling with something deeper. He looks like a man stuck between two worlds. He's royal by blood, but exiled by choice. In California, he doesn't quite fit. The cheeky, confident prince the public once adored? Gone. What's left feels awkward, unsure, like he's constantly second-guessing every move. The beach photos were supposed to show him relaxed, carefree, raising his son in the sun. But instead, they showed the cracks. His major deals falling apart. Netflix isn't excited anymore. Spotify dropped them. And their Archewell Foundation, still technically alive, but buried under headlines about failure, drama, and wasted potential. Even diehard fans are starting to ask, what exactly are they doing? Because so far, it's all been talk. Press releases, photo ops, carefully staged moments. But wait, what's coming next could be the final blow. Everything Harry and Meghan built is starting to feel like one big illusion. Their kids, Archie and Lilibet, only show up when a headline needs softening. Their public appearances, timed like clockwork to distract from bad press. Nothing feels real anymore. And that's the problem. People don't trust the narrative. Not the happy family image, not the sudden launches, not the over-polished PR spin. It all feels like a strategy, not a life. And that's dangerous, because when your entire brand relies on public sympathy, and the public stops believing you, what's left? The royal connection is almost gone. Hollywood's backing away, and even supporters are going quiet. They're at a crossroads now. Not just reputationally, but financially, emotionally, professionally. Everything is on the line. And the real question isn't, will they bounce back? It's, will anyone still care when they do? Harry and Meghan said they wanted freedom, a fresh start, a life away from the palace drama. But what they got is something else entirely. Burned bridges with the royals, a fading reputation in Hollywood, scandals they can't seem to outrun, and a public that's no longer buying the polished perfection. What started as a bold rebrand has turned into a slow-motion collapse, one staged photo at a time. Meghan's brand is on life support. Harry's identity is lost somewhere between Montecito and Windsor, and their only remaining currency, their royal past, is slipping away by the day. Because here's the truth, you can only spin the story so many times before people stop listening. You can only cry victim so many times before the public tunes out. And at some point, the question changes from, what are they doing wrong, to, why should we still care? So now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Harry and Meghan are victims of a ruthless media machine? Or are they the ones creating the chaos? Is there still time to rebuild? Or has the damage already been done? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be watching. And if you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the royal fallout isn't over yet. And trust me, what's coming next, you'll want to see it.